everyone, my name is Keyla and I'm from 12E. Okay, I'll be telling you guys about how or why reading is important to me and what surprised me, and of course, what do I believe in actually reading. First of all, reading is important to me because it has been my friend for a long time. Back in my primary school, we used to read books. Like every semester, the teacher told us to read one book particularly and told them or summarize it to them, and then like you present it to them, and then you also they will ask you questions about what's in the story and stuff, and also the morals, of course. And then second, it is because it actually helps you enhance your language better, or like it actually help enhance your intelligence better. Why? Because, hear me out, when you read something, anything, you will actually gain a few knowledge that you didn't know. Sometimes it could be minor, such as like how you could use lemon as electricity, or sometimes it's just like something hard or something factual that you didn't know before. It is interesting. And then it actually helps you. Oh, and then third point, it actually helps you with your analytical skills. Hear me out, okay? When you read, you need to analyze one by one. What are you reading, or what are you inserting yourself the information of? Like in videos and in audios, sometimes you didn't even pay attention, and usually it gets through you better than reading does. Like you didn't have to analyze it one by one. It sometimes already get to you, okay? But when reading, you must be focused. You can't just read and then blank out, because then you'll forget everything, okay? So it actually helps you become a better person, as you can analyze things easily, and of course it makes you actually a detail-oriented person, in a good way though. And then what surprised me about reading? Honestly, reading itself surprised me. Why? Because even though I like to read, it usually is a small books. And then there's time where I get intimidated by reading novels. Oh my god, it was like, oh my god, how do people actually read through those thick papers, and how do they actually read words without pictures? And like, oh my god, how? Like, how do you imagine things? And then when I first touched novel, it was, oh my god, it wasn't that intimidating, and oh my god, it struck me close ever since, and has become it has become my best friend. Even until now, my minimum of reading is usually like book this thick, and then not the bare minimum, usually almost every day, I would go to AO3, Wattpad, or such, or even web novels, and then I would read for like at least 20,000 words. Like, oh my god, I could finish that in just 30 minutes, done. And then yeah, it struck me close because reading actually surprised me from that. And actually, reading helps me become a better person in regulating my emotions. Why? Because first of all, reading actually puts you information about people going through this and that, and then it actually gives me motivation and some how do you call it, suggestions too in life. And then yeah, it actually surprised me because it helps me a better person as emotionally. I become aware of my friends' feelings and such, and I can help them through it because I've experienced from this and I have known from that. And no, I don't only read fiction, I also read non-fiction because it is interesting, although not as often as fiction. And then, what do I believe in reading? I believe reading actually is the significant thing you should do if you are trying to learn about yourself or learn about things, because it records so much things record emotions, it records actual factual things in non-fiction too, you know, and then it helps you analyze better and observe better of your surroundings. So like overall, the benefit of reading is significant, and that's why what I believe in reading is about it being very significant in our lives. Although I didn't mean this to make it sound condescending, but most of my friends who don't read as much or that much actually is not that most of aware of other people's feelings. And I think reading actually helps you learn about emotions without you having to go through those hardships. And I think that is also significant to know. Okay, so this is all I'm gonna be telling you about. It's already 6 minutes. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Bye bye.